good evening. Well, this is RMK, and yes, I'm on the BMW S1000 XR or XR. Well, it's S1000 XR. Just out for a quick ride in the morning, and a bit of a feel on this bike. I've had it now for about 24 hours. And this is really just a quick ride to see what this thing's like. Impressions so far, from what I had yesterday. Was typical front suspension, telescopic front forks, lots of dive in them. I've just actually set the pre, which you would have seen. I've set the riding mode to a dynamic. Hopefully that'll stiffen up the suspension, make it a little bit more enjoyable to ride. Yeah, and as you can probably hear, this thing has some serious power. The engine is obviously derived from the 1000RR, and it seriously has some power. Yeah, so my K1600 GT is in the shop because I'm doing some work on the LED rear brake lights. So far it hasn't been successful, fortunately to say. So they've just given me a loan bike for a couple of days, and I thought, well, while I've got it, I might as well take it out and let's have an appraisal on exactly what this bike is like to ride. I'll tell you what, it has so much power, this thing, it's unbelievable. But then again, it's a derivative of that 1000 double R, so it's going to be quick. Handling is very precise, and it has a typical high-end front feel to the steering itself. So the steering is very quick. So it's nice and nimble. You do sit higher and taller on this bike, and it also has, and I've just did it then, was the this Pro Shift. When I mucked around with the Pro Shift with the 1200 GSA or GS Adventure, I went out with one of the guys and he said to me, when you go down the gears, you've got to come off the power and just tap down, and when you're actually going up the gears, you've got to be on the power and just pull it up, which is quite a unique feature as such. So we're in fourth gear. Well, there you go, not even touching the... And it also gives a bit of a burp or blurp to the engine. Now we're on power. There you see. And it just keeps on pulling. So yeah, it's a great system, it really is, it's so smooth. One thing I've noticed about this bike, the transmission is absolutely impeccably smooth. My 1600, Christ, that's clunky compared to this. And I've been thinking that the skip past this guy, that the 1600 was a good... Come on, fucker. What are you doing? Fuck off. It was a good transmission. You are not going to try and squeeze me in, you are. You fuckwit. You're going to do it, aren't you? You are going to do it. Fuckwit! Come on! Fucking brain! Retard! Oh, welcome to Queensland, guys. You've just seen the stupidity, but then you get to see this all over the world. Hello, girlie. Oh, you're an ass. Okay. Oh, and I love that shift light. That just works beautifully. That really is a great idea. Yeah, so we're just heading up to Mount Cotton here. Just a couple of twisties. I've got to be careful. This time of the morning we have kangaroos out. And I don't want to get up personal, and I should say close and personal with a kangaroo, because I've got a sneaking suspicion I'll still come out second best. Changing a gear, just want the clutch in. I want my clutch back. It's a busy road here in the morning because everybody's going to work. So again, now this is where we tend to find our good little marsupials. Here you go, you can see one that's dead on the ground. It's been there for a couple of weeks. This is where I need to be careful, because these little blighters will come out through this bush and literally sprint out in front of you. So I know somewhere in the world, you guys, you'll either have deer, I'm wondering what they've got in the UK that'll sprint out in front of you. Maybe it's deer as well. I know the states in Canada have got deer, moose. We have kangaroos. And it is in the morning. It's just before 7. The sun came up about 6, so I'm expecting to see some of our little friends hanging around. Even though there's a lot of cars that'll go along here, they tend to like to eat the green grass on the side of the road. And you'll find them sitting there. If they get spooked as you come up, especially with a bike that makes the type of sound this thing does, they will jump. And last thing I want is to get friendly with a kangaroo, because you guys will see it. And you'll always say, yeah, come on, okay, let's have a look. But sorry guys. Oh, what's this on the side of the road here? Looks like a bit of shit. Yeah, so this is an enjoyable bike. I'm not a big fan of telescopic forks that aren't assisted in some way with a dual lever like they did with the BMW. I'm not saying that I'm BMW mad, that's one thing I'm definitely not. But as I get the opportunity to ride some of these BMWs, I think, well, I might as well throw a log up and let everybody have a look. Sorry guys, just being very cautious here, because this is where these little shit's coming out. I've had it happen to me so many times. There's another dead body on the side of the road. We might stop up the top here and just do a quick walk around. You can actually have a look at the bike. So I might just pull over here somewhere behind me. And yes, I'm using the clutch. Okay. So, you probably want to know a little bit about this bike. It is a chain drive. I'm used to shaft, but neither here or there. Still nice, although I just hate mucking around with chains and looking after the damn things. Telescopic front forks. They're running 18s, both front and rear. And it is the S1000 engine, although it has been detuned. So it's not going to be as supposedly powerful, but I tell you what, if that isn't powerful, God knows what it is. Also has a steering damper underneath as well. Very nice package. Obviously put some panniers on. LED brake lights and indicators. As I said, the exhaust is fantastic. That really is nice. And we'll just have a little look at the instrumentation panel. And there's so much here you can muck around with. I mean, you can go crazy. It has this little jog, but I think that is for the sat-nav. Yeah, guys, so that's it for me. Thanks for watching, RMK. And this has been the BMW S1000 XR, all-adventure bike. And it has been a pleasure to ride. So, yeah, look, I hope you enjoyed it. Any questions, please send me the comments. Love hearing from you all. If you've got any questions, please put them up. Any complaints, put them up. Any dislikes, hey, let me know, because I'm not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. And I'd love to hear from you all. So that's it. Look after yourselves, stay upright, and we'll talk again soon. Cheers.